Hey guys, Zach here. This is a preview of our new Keldora Chronicles episode available on Patreon. The full episode is well over 2 hours, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It was a lot of fun. And also released alongside it is the Keldora Codex, which is just me talking about the episode, some behind the scenes stuff, diving deeper into the lore, things like that. And I think that one's a little over 40 minutes, something like that. And then also just an update on season 3. I know this break is a little bit longer than the one we had after season 1. But the thing is we just want to make sure that once we start releasing episodes at our regular rate, there won't be any interruption. And we've been very busy over this break. It's been really hard to get us all together. So we haven't recorded nearly as many episodes as we would have liked. And we also know we have some life stuff coming up that's going to prevent us from recording for a long stretch, which means our buffer before we start releasing needs to be bigger than it normally is to ensure that once we start releasing, there's no interruptions or anything like that. But some good news is the episodes we have recorded, they're very long, very dense episodes, a ton of lore, a ton of story. Like some of my favorite moments are in these. So I promise the wait will be worth it. And we're really excited to get it to you guys. And we will release an official update once we know exactly when we're going to start releasing it. But we're hoping to start releasing here in the next few months or so. But until then, enjoy this Keldora Chronicles episode. This preview is going to start after like the intro and everything. It's just going to be me doing the setup monologue, and we'll jump into it. So enjoy. This story unfolds roughly a decade before the rise of Digsby's crew in the year 5008 on the desert world of Desolus. Deep within the unforgiving Voluhuman Desert lies Garta, the brutal capital of the Fangdom, a goblinoid empire forged in blood, greed, and tyranny. At its rotten core stands Cod Marut, the infamous pit where blood spills for sport and death is served for the crowd's delight. Here, prisoners are forced to battle to the end, their lives offered for the savage amusement of the Fang Emperor Gavarok. Beneath the roaring stands of Cod Marut, we meet Kofi, a captured Venara gladiator who has clawed his way through Desolus's lesser pits, surviving long enough to earn a place in the Emperor's arena and a death worthy of an audience. As he prepares for what is likely his final battle, Kofi walks in chains, flanked by 2 soldiers who lead him to the cell where he will wait until he's summoned to die before the Fang. So, Adam, would you like to describe Kofi, who is being shuffled through the prisons below Cod Marut towards your cell?
Yeah. So Kofi is Venaran. Kind of looks like a mandrill. Mandrill? I think is what they're called. Yeah, mandrill baboon. But he has more of a bluish-greenish tint to his skin.
Ooh.
Because of his Dromar heritage. So he's got some orcishness in his blood. But he's a monk, so he wears looser-fitting garments down below, kind of a sash across his torso, though I'd imagine at this point it's looking pretty rough. Yeah, he keeps a pretty calm demeanor, though, most of the time.
Right. Yeah. So you have been fighting in the lesser pits around Desolus and finally earned your chance to basically die before the Fang. Like, they want to send warriors that at least look competent in these battles and put on a good spectacle, but there's really no expectation or realistic chance for you to survive in these pits. So you're maybe doing a bit of a somber walk. I mean, you've been surrounded by nothing but battle and bloodshed, probably seen a lot of friends die in this experience, and you're probably pretty jaded to it and maybe dragging your feet a bit, and you feel a heavy orc hand shove you in the back.
Keep moving, monkey man.
He'll kind of glance back at the orc, but he'll look back down, and under his breath, he'll say,
Rule 15. Patience in combat creates opportunities.
And he just pictures punching this guy right in the middle of his face.
Maybe a hobgoblin to the side of you smacks you in the ribs with a stick.
Ah, what are you whispering about?
Nothing, mate. Just sending up a prayer.
You're gonna need it.
They laugh to one another and maybe shove you in the back one more time. And then you see yourself stop before a cell, and one of them walks up with some keys and jangles and then unlocks it and opens the cell door. You see another figure sitting in the corner, and the orc shoves you in the back.
Get in there.
Could be slightly more gentle.
And then the cell door slams shut, and the orc just drool running down his teeth and says,
Enjoy your final moments, monkey man.
and then they walk off down the halls.
I think he'll wait for him to turn around and do some sort of gesture equivalent to flipping him off. As he turns towards the figure in the cell, he's kind of rubbing his wrists from the shackles and turns to face whoever else is in the cell.
Ryan, would you like to describe the other person in this cell also awaiting the same battle?
Oh, yeah. Who I am is who I was in the previous Keldora Chronicles. So I'm playing Eros again, who is an elf ranger, dressed in similar garb, but much older now. I can't remember how far in the future you said this was from our previous one, Zach.
This is about 20 years later.
Okay, so he might be like 40s, 50s, probably more 40s kind of age. So yeah, a little more age, a little gruffer, but obviously elves stay relatively young. Still has his green kind of tunic garb that he wore, short sleeves, loose fitting, medium length, wispy blonde hair. The blue scarf that he keeps around his neck is still there, except maybe he started to add some armor to his clothing, like maybe some pauldrons or chest plate over his green tunic as well. And he'll look up at the new person who arrived in the cell and say, "About time we got somebody new in here. I was getting tired of talking to myself."
Oh, what's your name, kid?
Name's Eros. Haven't been called a kid in a while. Feels pretty good.
The name's Kofi. It's like coffee, but with less caffeine.
I can't say I'm much of a coffee drinker, but appreciate the name. So, what terrible wrongdoings have you done to the Fangdom to get you here?
Oh, just helping those that can't help themselves. Never could stay out of a fight.
Yeah, basically what I'm in here for, too.
Oh, well, it's good to know that you've got a good head on those shoulders.
That's right, I do. Anyway, what sort of rebellion did you put together?
I don't know if I'd say it was a rebellion, but I was just offering shelter for refugees.
What kind of refugees?
The Fangdom. I was in Mandaru, receiving them once they got off-world. How about you?
Yeah, I was helping some refugees out here in Durham, small region on Desolus. Sounds like you were more on the other end of things. I helped get them 2 nodes, you helped them on the other side.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that good deeds don't go unpunished.
Kofi will look for like a window or something.
Good luck, I've already tried.
Yeah, you're below Kodmarut, so
Gotcha.
you can faintly hear the sounds of the crowd up above, some commotion. You can tell there's currently like an event going on and you're just waiting for it to be your turn. But yeah, there's no natural light coming in here at all. And you are basically hearing the cheers of the same people that are about to cheer for your death up above.
Kofi will go to one of the walls and sit down and fold his hands and close his eyes.
Eros will look to Kofi on the ground. This your first time in Kodmarut?
Yeah, it is. Your first time?
Haven't been in a fight yet. You familiar with what goes on here?
I can only imagine it's what I've been through recently, just on a bigger scale.
From what I've heard, not many even make it out of here. But I trust you know how to use a blade or something.
Or something.
The mystery is intriguing. I haven't felt fun in a little while.
Rule number 11. And I'll look at him. Embrace the unknown.
11, huh? How many are there?
Enough.
you don't keep them numbered or anything?
They're all up here, mate. They're all up here.
You're just saying random numbers before you say your things? Okay, I got it.
No. That's... Trust me, there's organization of some sort, but...
Sure. Well, organization's what we might need.
I love this because it really does feel like an older Eros.
Yeah.
Still got a little bit of that playfulness.
All right. Well, I'm best with a bow. Hope they've got something like that for me up there.
I'll keep a lookout.
As the two of you are sitting there talking about your past and reflecting on the battle you have ahead, you hear the sound of a soldier making their way down the hall, perhaps seeing the shadow from torchlight.
Looks like we've got company.
Yeah, not the good kind this time.
And around the corner comes a goblin who is sort of looking over their shoulder as if to make sure nobody is following them, and then waddles up to the bars, maybe as you guys are sitting there.
Hey, monkey, you, hey.
I look at arrows and then I point at myself.
You mean me?
Yeah. You,
Looks over his shoulder again.
is it, true that you sheltered refugees in Mandaru?
Eros darts his eyes over to Kofi, wondering if he's going to tell the truth here or if we need to play it more cautious.
Kofi calmly stands up, walks over closer to the bars, not right up against it, but just closer.
It is.
And he maybe tilts his head past Kofi, like looking around him because he's shorter, and then looks at Eros.
And you, they say you led a rebellion in the outskirts of Durham. Is that right?
You seem to know your stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's just shaking his head.
No wonder you've been brought here to die before Fangavrock. Oh, you guys are screwed.
Don't remind me.
Whew. He's just pacing back and forth.
Well, don't worry. You guys won't be fighting alone. It seems you've pissed off the Fang enough to die amidst some pretty special company. You see, there'll be a third fighter, and Gavarok wants to make an example out of him. I don't know much, but apparently he's pretty special. So special, in fact, that I was approached by an off-worlder.
And he says that's like the craziest thing ever, that just someone from another planet like came to talk to him.
On Desolus, huh?
I know, right? Yeah. Anyways, this off-worlder, they want to make sure that this other fighter, he makes it out of this thing, which is unlikely, by the way. And he sent me here to tell you two, if you can get him to the other side of the arena alive, he'll get the three of you to freedom. How's that sound?
I turn to Eros.
Sounds cocky for a guy we know nothing about.
I just assume that's how all off-worlders are.
Certainly better than the alternative.
What's this fighter's name?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Look, this guy just, I didn't really get a good look at him, but he just told me to tell you this. I really got nothing to lose because you guys are about to die, but if it works out, then I'm going to get a lot of, credit for passing this message along because, well, there's not really any way you would have known this, but you guys, you helped my brother Norag escape Desolus. He was in Durham, and I'm guessing you welcomed him because he went to Mandaru. So, I don't know, I'm just happy to return the favor in what little way I can because
He looks over his shoulder one more time.
I hate this place.
Yeah, I remember Norag. Tough, helpful, kind.
That's my brother.
All right. And who wants this VIP fighter to make it out of here alive? Besides himself, of course.
I don't know. Kind of intriguing, isn't it?
It is kind of fun.
You guys don't really have a lot of options. I mean, I've been on guard duty here for 5 years, and I gotta be honest, not many of you make it past the first fight. Well, except for Boric, but that guy's a freak.
Why does that sound familiar?
You know Boric
That's who Waltz fought.
in Scale Keep.
Wow, that's neat.
That's nice.
Well, I guess we can't kill him.
Yeah, we can try though.
Well,
He's
might
probably
as
not
well,
even here.
yeah.
Boric did not have many lines, but one of them was to Waltz, and he said, "You must not know me, boy. I fought in the pits of Garda. You guys are
That's
in
right.
Kadmarut and Garda."
Shoot.
Wow.
See, it all connects.
Lord.
It all
dog.
connects. And that is where the whole episode is about a vague reference to Boric.
So he said the person that we're escorting sent him.
Yeah, he's saying that you guys are going to have a third fighter in the battle with you, and another person wants to make sure that that other fighter survives. And he says if you can get him to the end of the arena, he will make sure you guys escape.
What's your name?
Huh? Oh, Glorm.
Glorm.
Oh, Glorm. Full
Glorm,
circle.
And that, isn't it? As many callbacks as possible.
Yeah, just call back and end the episode.
Well, Glorm, you tell whoever that we'll do our best. Ain't that right, Arrows?
Yeah, certainly doesn't hurt to have another ally out there.
All right. Well, see you. Oh, wait. I'm also supposed to ask, what weapons do you guys need? Because they're not going to give you good stuff. So I'm supposed to make sure you got whatever you use. So what about you? A banana? What is it?
You got a banana on you right now.
No, they don't grow. They don't grow anywhere around here, man.
I'll take a banana. Starving.
I think I'm all right, Glorm.
And then he cracks his knuckles.
Glorm just tilts his head, his large goblin eyes open wide.
Really? Huh. Okay. Suit yourself, man.
I'll kind of like pat Kofi's shoulder and like shake him. Well, unlike this guy, Glorm, I want to survive. Make sure I've got a bow up there.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard. You guys are supposed to have ranged weapons. I'll see what I can do. Anything else?
Maybe like a giant explosive. Can you swing that?
Good one, man. That is so funny. You are so funny, dude.
You too, Glorm.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys in a bit. Good luck.
And he just walks off.
As Kofi walks him off, he smiles and turns to Eros. He says, "Rule number 11, embrace the unknown."
Do you only use that one?
No, but it applied again in this situation.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
thought
That's
I'd
true.
Do a bit of a callback.
Yeah, I mean, until we get up there, you could probably just keep saying that.
Rule number 11, embrace the unknown.
I like you, Kofi.
I like you, Eros.
Well, Kofi, I don't think we can come up with much of a game plan here. Seems like you're good with your fists, but I think all we can do is trust one another up there.
Rule number 15, trust your instincts.
There's a good one.
I love how supportive
I've got
Eros
more.
is of the rules. Every time Kofi shares a rule, I wish you could see
guy
Ryan's
that you
actual
just met.
face. Because Ryan's got this grumpy voice with his mustache. And he's like, "That's a good rule, man. I like
That's a
that
good one."
rule." All right, well, as you guys embrace the unknown or whatever other rules Kofi has going on, the guards show back up and say,
Get over here. On your feet.
Easy, easy. We're coming.
they open the cell door, put you guys back in chains, and start shoving you down the halls. And as you're nearing the elevated path into the arena, you can hear the chants getting louder. You hear,
Boring, 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 boring.
and then coming down the tunnel with light behind them in a silhouette, you see this big hulkish
20 gold that he's a boar. 20 gold that he's a boar.
beastkin boar, whatever you want to call it, just lumbering down the hall,
Ah, you owe me.
covered in blood, hair all over his shoulders, back, arms, big, thick beer belly with a huge chest. And you see some of the other, maybe lesser gladiators looking at him, like nudging each other and pointing at Boric, and he's just snorting
Give me someone harder next time.
as he sort of shoves one of the goblins, and they stumble back like they're scared of him. And then you see a bunch of big orcs run up. He holds his fists up and allows them to put him in chains, and then they push him in the back and start taking him down the hall. And as he's walking past you, he looks at the two of you.
You guys are toast.
Hey, Kofi, got any rules for that?
Rule number 25, strike 2, strike hard, no mercy.
I've liked all of these so far.
All right, as you guys are standing there, they're sort of shoving you towards the base of that walkway. So you're looking up at this ascending platform into the arena. You can see the sunlight outside, the crowd still cheering, maybe growing subtly quieter as they're preparing for the next event. And you see Glorm walk up, and then a couple other guards. And two of the guards say,
Put the cloaks on them. Oh, right.
and they look over and they grab these two cloaks and they throw them over each of you.
Put them on.
Hey, it's not my color.
Do it.
And you get punched in the ribs.
Oh, all right.
Hey, easy.
Can't take a joke, can they, Kofi?
Not at all.
Hey, big head. Rule number 11, embrace the unknown.
What?
Did I use it right, Kofi?
Glorm walks up.
Don't worry about it.
You did. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, probably.
Are you guys trying to get killed before you get in there? Shut up.
And then Glorm holds up a bow and reaches it over to Eros.
Glorm, you're the best.
Way to come through, Glorm.
One of the guards says,
What are you doing? They're not supposed to have bows.
Yeah, actually, it is straight from Fangavrock himself. He wanted him to have bows. I don't know. I take it up with him. I don't know.
he's like, "Whoa."
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
And he goes, it is. Just don't think too hard.
And he kind of just makes a little gesture with his hand like he's stupid to you guys.
That's right, yeah. Thank Gavrok. Yeah. Good work, Glorm.
And you guys are, as you're standing there looking across one another, notice you're both wearing maroonish brown robes with a bunch of holes and tears and cuts in them. And Glorm says,
You're supposed to put your hood up so they can't really see your face.
No one's gonna believe him. This one's a monkey.
It doesn't matter. That's what the hoods are for. Hoods up, guys. Sorry.
I'll put my hood up.
Whatever you say, Glorm. Put mine up too.
All right. Good luck out there.
And he does a little wink, and then you guys both get shoved in the back as you start walking up this platform.
They're really into the shoving here.
And as you are walking towards this bright light, absolutely blinding at this point, you're starting to hear a voice calling out to the crowd as it grows quiet, and you hear,
Citizens of Gorta, you have heard tall tales and blasphemous lies about the might of our glorious fandom. Deception spewed by cowards who forget our storied history built by blood and iron.
and the crowd cheers.
But some of you have been gripped by these myths and foolishly believe that an enemy who hides at the very sight of our banners is a threat to us. Well, feast your eyes on this mighty foe, the Urukai!
And the two of you step into the arena as the crowd starts to boo as you're wearing the robes of Urukai soldiers.
Eros, you Erikai?
Heck no, like they could ever capture an Erikai. You familiar with the Erikai?
Heard of them. Never met one, though.
Elves just like me, but with some sort of mixed heritage. They grow horns, they're brutes, savages, they're born to be fighters, cruel. Fight against the Fangdom though, so like them for that.
And you guys are getting drowned out by boos right now. People just throwing trash, spitting, screaming, yelling at you. And the voice, who you can now see, a tall, lean hobgoblin dressed in fancy robes, just addressing the crowd. You can tell they're sort of the MC of this situation. And they yell out,
Yes, yes, pitiful indeed. But those who doubt the power of the Fang do not tremble at these lowly vermin that creep and crawl on their bellies. No, they fear a chosen one, sent to fulfill the greatest lie of them all. They give them names too great for their reality. They believe them to be a demon who devours entire armies. And worst of all, they say they cannot be bound by the power of the illustrious Fang. Well, we have found the one who haunts them, and we shall put these legends to the test. Behold, the unbound Urukai!
coming out of another tunnel, limping, hunched over, staggered in their steps. You see a white-haired Urukai with robes that look much more authentic.